Hey there, I'm Emily, host of the 3315 Hear the Bless, the show where we talk about being a young Christian in crazy times. Hey there, ladies and gents. Welcome back to another episode of the 3315. Today's topic is something I'm sure you all have heard of both in the Bible and in everyday life. Honor your mother and father. Now, what exactly does this mean? Well, to put it simply, it means to honor your parents. They do so much for you, and in return only ask that you love them, listen to their advice, not get into any trouble, and live a good, successful life. To honor your parents means that you love them, you'll listen to them, that you really take to heart what they tell you, and you show that you appreciate them too, in both big and little ways. And that's something I'll get into in a little bit. But first, the first mention of honoring your parents in the Bible is found in Exodus 20 verse 12, which says, "Honor your mother and father so you may live a long life in the land the Lord is giving you." This is one of the 10 commandments given to the Israelites after escaping Egypt. And here's something very special about it. It's even the first one with a promise. So you may live a long life in the land the Lord is giving you. Think about that for a minute. This is one of the 10 commandments. Out of all the things God could have included, he includes honoring one's parents. And this is the first one with a promise. If that doesn't tell you that this is important to God, I don't know what will. And when you honor your parents, you also honor God. As Colossians 3 verse 20 says, "Children, always obey your parents, for this pleases the Lord." As for why you should honor your parents, I should say to that, why not? Your parents are the ones that raised you, take care of you for a big chunk of your life, and always try to guide you and give you good advice. And I am aware that not everyone has the best parents, or were instead raised by a grandparent, older sibling, aunt, uncle, some kind of parental guardian for a good chunk of their life. Regardless of that fact, you should still honor them because they deserve it for all they do for you. If you're wondering how one would go about honoring your mother and father, there's no one way to honor your parents. There are several ways that one can go about it. Look at Ruth, for example. After her mother-in-law, Naomi, tells her to return to her own land after her husband dies, she replies in Ruth chapter 1, verses 16 through 17, "Don't ask me to leave you and turn back. Where you go, I will go. Wherever you live, I will live. Your people will be my people, and your God will be my God. Wherever you die, I will die, and there I will be buried. May the Lord punish me severely if I allow anything but death to separate us." This is a beautiful example of honoring one's parents. Naomi was not even Ruth's biological mother, yet Ruth loved her so much she could not stand to be apart, to not be there to help her after everything she had been through. I'm not saying that you need to make any big proclamations like this, though I'm sure your parents would appreciate it. What I'm saying is to honor your parents through your actions and your words. Listening to them the first time when they tell you things, helping out around the house by sweeping, doing laundry, putting away the dishes, helping out in little ways is one of the best ways to show you care, especially if you do it without anyone asking you to. Some other ways, just to show appreciation, is get them nice gifts. Not saying anything fancy, just something like a thank you card. You could even make them a card, or something I've done and I find fun to do is make things with origami. I don't know, maybe get your mom some nice perfume, or your dad some nice cologne. If one of your parents is into collecting something like cards, or little Hot Wheels cars, get them that. Cook them breakfast, get them a treat sometime, like some chocolate or their favorite dessert. And of course, just saying thank you will always go a long way. That shows you see and appreciate everything they do for you. And again, one final thing to remember, when you do this, it is not just your mother and your father you're honoring, but you are also honoring God. Thank you for joining me today on another episode. Hope you liked it. If you have any questions or would like to request a topic for me to talk about, message me on Instagram at 33_15_ here to bless. God bless you.